Yeah, pet sitting a whole zoo. Um, I am very nervous. There is something I wanted to talk to you guys about today, and I'm sorry to make this stream very serious all of a sudden, but I think I just need to get it off my chest because I feel like I can't stream um while it's on my mind. Um because I am in the box boot camp, so I do have to, show up for that. Even though it's going to be scuffed, I still am going to play. Hi Titan, how are you? Okay, sounds good, Tron. Drive safe, drive safe. I'm at my parents' house right now. Yeah, that's what's going on here. Um, I was debating whether or not making a like script or something, but I tried writing one like 3 or 4 times, and I couldn't get past the first like sentence or two. So I'm just winging it, and I might regret it later. Who knows? I'm gonna try to watch what I say and how I'm saying it because I don't want it to come off wrong. And you guys know me; I'm very bad at uh talking and explaining my thoughts and emotions. So maybe having a script would have been better, but we all know even if I did have a script, I probably wouldn't follow it. I probably wouldn't follow it anyways. Hi MTS, how are you? Hi Thunder, how are you? But I am also relying on my memory, and my memory is also not the best too, especially can't imagine that. Yeah, even when I make phone calls and I write scripts on like a little mini notebook, like a little sticky note, I have it all written down about what I'm gonna say. I have a whole script ready, and then the moment they pick up the phone or I call them, I completely just forget everything. And even though the script is right there, I don't follow it at all, and I go completely off script. So yeah, that's probably what was gonna happen anyways. So yeah. No, I wasn't sleeping during the movie. I was just watching from the bed. Like I had the iPad on the desk, and I just had it angled toward the bed because I was just laying down with my cats. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Ronmaz. Uh, I think I know what this is about. Series chatter mode. Yeah. For anyone, well, um, there's a couple things that I wanted to talk about. There's been a couple things going on behind the scenes or like in my life that have been kind of just like um I guess maybe I definitely do feel like I'm burnt out right now, and that's why I haven't been streaming a lot, but there have been some things mentally taxing, and I think that's also playing a part into why I haven't been streaming that all that much. Some of it is not really like my place to say. Hi Mocha, how are you? No, this is not a marshmallow, it's a mic. It's a mic, it's a white mic. Um but it just kind of sucks that this all happened all at once because, well, one happened a little bit ago, a little while ago now, but it's still kind of, I think with everything that's going on and happening, it just kind of is all, you know, yeah, it's a mic on a hairpin. True. Hi Dash. But it's really getting harder and harder. So the main topic I did want to talk about is what Brave Souls mentioned, and I didn't want to name drop, but I'm sure if anyone who's on the internet and has Twitter knows what's been going on. Um, I I don't know if I'm ready to share my story. I even hate calling myself a victim because I hate that word. Um, and at the end of the day, the real victim, like all the girls affected are a victim, but like he had a girlfriend since 2021 that no one knew about. I didn't know about. and she is the victim here. Um, but I hate the word victim. I feel like I lose whatever strength I may had or have had. I don't know. Survivors. I don't even know if I like that word. Um, it's out there. It's been all out there. I don't know if I'm ready to share my story or explain what happened to me. I I'm kind of scared too. I'm kind of scared too because of seeing all the girls come out on Twitter and getting harassed and like literally every bad thing happening to them. It makes me not want to say anything. So I hope this, if I ever do say something or if I say it today, um I hope it just stays within my community, I guess, because I've never even been the one to want to like write a document about someone when someone does me wrong. And unfortunately, with being someone who's very open and trusting, a lot of people have used that against me and have hurt me. But I am not someone who will go out and tell people unless I think that they will harm someone else or danger someone else, especially someone I care about, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. And I don't know if that's me being selfish, but yeah, I'm never one who kind of airs out my own business. I am a very, even though I'm an open book, even though I'm an open book, I'm a very personal person. I'm a very private person. Um I like to be very honest with you guys and very open. And that's why I feel like I do want to say something, but I don't know if I want to share my story yet or if I ever will. But I at least wanted to talk about it because, yes, I was personally affected by it. But I also just like as a creator, as a content creator in the space, as someone who has a community of my own, you guys, and I care about you guys a lot, and I don't like seeing people get hurt. I I don't want to be a part of the problem, if that makes sense. Like I don't want to keep it's so scary talking out about things because someone's always going to twist your words and say you said this and that. Or I am also not a very well spoken person, so I don't want to say something and it come off in the wrong way, if that makes sense. But I think as a content creator, I have to say something because I don't want people I know or anyone else to get hurt or not be aware of bad people in this space or, you know, in the world. Honestly, like so I feel like it's kind of my responsibility to say something at least because so that everyone else is like aware about it, if that makes sense. She's gonna pull out the Excel doc on this person. No, I said earlier I tried writing a script ever since it came out, but it took me, and not like a script to expose anybody. It was a script to talk to you guys about it. Because you guys know me and me going on tangents and running off script. Honestly, I probably wouldn't even follow the script, but I'm not a well spoken person, so I feel like me having a script would have been a good thing. But I just couldn't write it out. I was stuck on the first sentence for days and I couldn't write it. So I'm just going in this with just my thoughts and just gonna say what's on my mind. And I just hope that I'm being very careful with what I'm trying to say because I don't want to come off wrong or say something that I regret, you know? I have nothing but love for us here. Only share with what you're comfortable with. Yeah, I get the fear I've been reading a lot and they do be overanalyzing and targeting the wrong people. Yeah, they're even calling a lot of the girls not victims, and it's kind of crazy how it's like all the girls are getting more hate than the person who did this all, which is crazy. Like, how do the girls that come out and talk about that stuff, why are they the ones getting all the hate and all the harassment? And I don't think anyone should get harassed and get death threats and stuff. Like, it's crazy. I didn't even want to speak out about him. Hi, Burger King, how are you? Might feel like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, but if you do talk, it'll be off your chest and give you closure so you can move on. The stress from holding on to things can hurt way more than what loser on Twitter can ever hope to inflict on you. Hold yourself accountable to you instead of accountable to others. Thank you for saying something. Misogyny is rampant these days, so it's probably the right idea to go at your own pace. Yeah, Is there a cat meowing? No, sorry, Fifi is barking. She thinks my parents are going to come home any second, and she misses them. So, my cats are sleeping right now. People really need their takes out there, even if it's defending scumbags. You tangents, nah. If your best friend's cheating, you're not gonna say shit to your friend. Just a script to collect your thoughts. Yeah. Um, yeah. That's why I don't think I will like. Hmm. Sorry. Sorry, the dog is barking. I feel like. Yeah, I actually knew someone in a very similar scenario that I was friends with that I cut off. And I think people who do bad, I think their friends should be the ones to hold them accountable. And I even think that some friends, depending on what it is, like it's not their responsibility for them to change because it's up to the person to do better and, speak with their actions, not their words, because sorry can only do so much. But like if I knew one of my friends were cheating, I would definitely tell them that's wrong and I would want them to make amends with everyone that's been hurt. Um, but then it's up to you whether or not you want to stay friends with them. Name of the dog, that's Fifi that you're hearing. That's Gianna's dog. We've been friends for probably close to 2 years, and not until 2 years and did I find out they had a fiance, and they not only didn't tell people, they intentionally hid it. That's crazy. Hi Silver, how are you? Yeah, thanks. This is my foster sister's room. They're flirting with like micro cheating and messaging girls and Val and stuff, and I called him out, and he was mad salty, and I had to cut him off. That is very respectable, Titan. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't do that, and I respect you. Especially, I think it's more uncommon in guy groups, like friend groups of guys. I don't mean to like make this about genders, but just from like my personal experience, I've heard that like guys I've talked to in person or like online, even they have acknowledged it too when we talk about this stuff. Like girls, like I mean not every girl, but I see it more so in like if a girl finds out one of their friends did something bad, like cheat on their partner, we tell them straight up it's bad and that they need to get their shit together and like fix it or we're not friends with them. And I personally, and everyone got their own morals, I personally can't be friends with someone who cheats. Um I think I don't want someone who's a cheater as my friend. I think I don't know. That's just like a moral of mine. I don't want to be friends with someone who cheated, even though that maybe they can change. They hurt somebody and they hurt someone that really cared and loved them, and for you to go behind their back and do something so evil to them is so wrong. And I don't like that. But I see in a lot of guys that I've talked to, not every guy, okay, not every guy, but I have seen some guy friends, like their friend will do something bad, like cheat on their girlfriend, and then they will still be friends with that person. And like everyone to each their own, like everyone's got their own different morals. but a lot of them don't hold their guy friends accountable, and that's when it becomes a problem. When not even like guys aside, any friend group, any friend that doesn't keep their friend accountable when doing something wrong is a bad friend. It's not your job, but at least tell them what they did is wrong, you know? Hi, Cradle, how are you? If they can lie to someone who they are supposed to be in love with, imagine what else they can lie about, right? That's what I'm saying. How can they cheat and lie to someone that they are supposedly in love with or in a relationship with and expect that they won't lie to you? You know? She's talking about me. I feel like cheating is one of the worst things you can do. Oh shit, am I intruding? Hi, Maury, how are you? No, you're coming right at a great time. Yeah. Your friends with a cheater seems kind of weird. Like, you want a cheater to be a loyal friend. Yeah, that also shows just like, if they can't be loyal to their partner, how can they be loyal to your friendship? I don't know. I'm just right. I've seen some guys talk about this situation where like I respect. It's like more now, kind of weird. I can't look at this mic the same after someone called it a marshmallow. It is my little marshmallow. Yeah, this is a lot of information to consume at once. Yeah, I can't lie to my nieces about to not having snacks without feeling bad. Imagine cheating. My first thought was, ain't that the guy Leia played re-enamel with? Yeah. Um, what do I want to say and be comfortable with sharing right now? And I I knew him since I was 19. I'm 25 now. I've known him for over 6 years. Not once did I ever think he had a girlfriend. Not once. It was never brought up. I've even asked questions. Not once. Um, hmm. I. It's crazy seeing all the girls come out and talk about their experiences and get absolutely harassed about it, because it makes me not want to. Because, like, oh, they initiated, or oh, but they flirted first. Oh, this, that, blah, 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 right? Hi, Samuel, how are you? I can't speak for everyone and their experiences. But mine and Sykkuno's relationship was strictly friends until uh recently. Um, I I I'm not gonna share our DMs unless I have to. I just hope this doesn't get bigger than what it needs to be. But I do think that sharing somewhat of it would give me some peace, and that everyone. I just hope that all the other girls. I mean, they do know that they're not alone in this. Um, but it just kind of sucks finding this all out, because I was just as blindsided as every other girl that has come out on Twitter. Absolutely blindsided. Um, and I really did think that me and Sykkuno were really good friends. So, because I've known him for 6+ years. I sorry, did I donut wall you? I'm trying to piece this all together with minimal information just about what you're telling me. I don't got social media, so this is all through the grapevine. No, it's okay. I'll try to make it as understanding as possible. I don't know. Which was with his girls for 6 years, so I hard don't tolerate cheating in the slightest. Yeah, I respect that. I don't either. Um, Um, Hi Tupac. I was about to say hi Tupac, bro. Hi Toaster. How are you? Yeah, that is a Tupac poster in the background. Um, okay, I guess I will not beat around the bush. For anyone who doesn't have Twitter, I guess I should say this because this is not my personal experience, but for anyone who doesn't have Twitter or who doesn't know what I'm talking about, Sykkuno was outed for being a serial cheater. He's had a girlfriend since 2021 that he's been together since now. So he has been in a relationship since 2021, but no one knew about it, not even his closest friends. Um, he has been outed out as a serial cheater, manipulator, and predator. Has he done anything legally? No, not as anyone has said anything. No, I don't think he's done anything legally, but I think he did manipulate a lot of girls. He coerced a lot of girls into sleeping with him, and I mean a lot. Um, he had a girlfriend since 2021 to 2020 since now, and even lived with her for the last like 2-3 years. Um, that is what I'm talking about right now. The Sykkuno that we know, the Sykkuno that I know and that I was friends with for 6+ years, that I met when I was 19. Um, and just I think what it makes me more upset and mad that his portrayal is nothing like. You know what's crazy? I can't even be mean. I can't even say anything mean about him. No, this sounds so. I don't even know if I can say this because I don't want this to come off wrong. I don't respect his actions or support anything he did at all, especially since I experienced it too. But it's kind of crazy how I have sympathy for him. And I hope no one takes that in a wrong way. It's crazy how I can still have sympathy for someone who hurt so many people. And I think it's because when everything came out, I felt so backstabbed and blindsided and hurt and almost jaded. Like I felt so numb. Oh, it's buffing. I When I woke up and my Twitter was just blowing up with all this information, I like quite literally shut down. Like I is it still buffering? Yeah, emotions aren't always so black and white. If you know someone for so long, that's understandable. Yeah, I like thinking you knew someone for 6+ years and you thought they were a good person and then waking up one day and finding out that they're not. It's like really I don't even know how to explain it, like how I still don't really know how I feel. Like I just felt very jaded, maybe I felt very backstabbed and hurt and blindsided, you know? And it's crazy how I still had sympathy for him because I don't even know if I should tell you guys. It's still buffering. What the frick? Is it bad? Does it keep buffering a lot? Like can you guys still hear me? The internet is just perma red. The internet is just perma red. The connection is perma red. Um mm, I don't know if I should continue talking because it's like perma red. Friends with him and play some games with him. He got outed and turned out to be a P word. Was quite a step back. Like, bro, I never knew, right? It's very jading. Like, it's very, like, you feel like you got backstabbed. It's good now? Okay. Did you guys hear what I said the last, like, 2 minutes? I just skimmed through the tweet long and holy, and to be honest, when the buffer happened, it just continues where you left off, which is weird. Oh, but am I behind? Like, am I desynced now? It's still red. Okay. I don't even know what the last thing I said. I don't really keep up with drama. Well, that's why I felt like it was partly my responsibility as a content creator with my own community to talk about it. Because I know not everyone has Twitter, not everybody is on the internet all the time. And as someone who also was personally affected by this, I feel like it is somewhat up to me, somewhat my responsibility to shed light on this because like what he did was horrible. Hi Ral, how are you? Two fingers. It's in sync. Okay. I don't know what to believe anymore. Yeah, and so how does the jaded lead to sympathy? Hi Sparhawk, how are you? I don't think the jaded led to sympathy. I think I felt this wave of a bunch of different emotions all at once. Um, it is jarring because you feel like you know someone, but they lived this double life. Yeah, and um, I don't think I have sympathy anymore. Especially, I actually did end up talking to him after everything was outed. um, I don't know if I want to share the DMs, but you knew the Sykkuno dude? Yeah, we were friends for over 6 years. I've known him since I was 19 and I'm 25 now. We played a lot of games together. We played on stream and off stream. And for the most part, it was very platonic. It was very platonic until the last year. Um, but I don't know if I want to share that yet. But I didn't know anything. I didn't know. I mean, I didn't even know the extent to it. I didn't know anything at all. So it is very jarring to me, and as I'm sure to everyone else too, because the persona that he put on stream is very different to what he was acting and doing IRL, you know? Yeah. I'm so glad I got off social media so long ago, but I also understand your position. Like being blindsided by someone you trusted and had some emotion investment in it. Yeah. Um, I just want to say that if I do ever share anything personal or share my story, um, I I never oh god, how do I say this? He always manipulate people are very good at hiding shit. Yeah. But I thought he was genuine. I really thought he was. So to see all that come out is really hurtful and like upsetting. And I also feel very sorry for everyone else involved. To his community, to his friends. Like I feel so bad for his community because they were so supportive of him. And then to find out that he's just like the complete opposite of what he portrayed himself to be on the internet is crazy, you know? Um I met him in like September or November of 2020. So I was 19 at the time. And then, hi Callum, how are you? I had to stop streaming around that time because I had to go into surgery, and then I was bedridden for like 4 months. Um, but I remember this was the time that Genshin came out. I know, weird. But yes, I was in surgery. I was recovering in the hospital for 2 weeks. And at the time, Genshin did come out, and I was trying to install Genshin on the terrible hospital Wi-Fi, and that's when me and Sykkuno started talking a lot, like becoming friends. Um, and a lot of it was just us talking about games. Like it honestly, for years, it was just talking about games. I also was in a relationship. Um, Starting January of that year, I did get into a relationship. As you, most of you guys know, who I was in a relationship with for 3 years, and then we broke up 2 Augusts ago. So I was in a very long term relationship, a long term, um, long distance, long term relationship. Um, so there is never any like flirting on my side ever. Um, it was a very platonic friendship. So yeah, never did I ever go to him flirting or really asking him of anything. Um, it was really just very platonic, like us just being friends, talking about games, maybe even playing games. But when I was in a relationship, I never really played games off stream with anyone like one on one. I felt that was kind of weird, you know? Like I almost felt like that in a way is cheating to me personally. So just to like play with someone one on one when I'm in a relationship feels very odd. I would feel like I'm hiding something. Um so we never did that until I was out of a relationship. Oh, hi, Meanie. How are you? Thanks for the 80 stream streak. Thank you. Thank you. Um, yes, I was in a relationship. That was pretty open. I feel like you can only hide your relationship for so long. And like, I didn't even like hide my relationship like purposely. I'm just a very private person. So, like, if you guys watch me, you guys would know I was in a relationship at that time for like 3 years. I mean, I literally moved to Texas and lived with him. Like, you gotta be living under a rock if you didn't know that I was in a relationship for that time. I even played games with him on stream. Like, there's literally clips of us like playing Apex and Mario Party and shit like that on stream. Like, I did not hide my relationship on stream. It was a very like, did I like talk about it a lot? No, because I'm a very private and personal, like very private person when it comes to my personal life and my relationships, but I'm not going to blatantly hide something, you know? Yeah, you're around for all of this, Titan. Yeah. Oh, have a good day at work, Kujal. Yeah, you really don't know who anyone is on the internet. That is true. And that's what's so scary because I was so close to him and I didn't know that this was going on. And like I wouldn't say I was like a really really close like best friend, but like we did play a lot of games together and we did talk like on and off for 6 years. And sometimes like every day. So it's crazy that like even his closest friends and the people that he was really close with didn't even know that he had a girlfriend cuz I didn't. Wait, what did I say? What did I say? Did I say something wrong? Wait, are we behind? Am I delayed? Wait, I'm gonna say one. Tell me no when you guys hear that. Because you guys are talking about Apex, and I was talking about Apex like 5 minutes ago. One? Okay, it's not that delayed. Hi, Fox. How are you? Yeah, not the Apex days. Yeah, I knew from watching her. No, I literally played Apex with him and Jenna, like my boyfriend at the time. Like it was a very not hidden relationship. Um, I think it's a little delayed though. But yeah. So like my and Sykkuno's relationship was not anything like romantic when I was in a relationship, obviously. Um, and then me and him broke up. Me and my boyfriend at the time broke up in August. I think that was what 2 August ago, guys. When was my subathon that lasted 2 weeks? That was in September. That was right after my breakup. One. Oh my god, it's a little delayed. But wait, Fox. Wait, Fox was the first one to say one, and I think Fox just came into chat. I think everyone has to refresh. Yeah, everyone refresh. If you can hear me, everyone refresh. Cause Fox was the first one to say one. Oh, you've been here just lurking? Oh, then I wonder, did you recently refresh Fox or it was like time travel? It does keep micro buffering here and there. Yeah, I'm sorry. My internet is shit. I don't have Ethernet. Maybe I can try to find an Ethernet cord, but I don't have. It's really bad. So he had a secret girlfriend. He was cheating on her with everyone and hiding everything from everyone. Yes. Um. No, everyone got ads. Okay, I'll just wait. When was my subathon though? Does anyone remember? Because that was right after my breakup. Any knowers? That was like September of 2023. No, last year, 2024. Yeah, any Leia lores? Now ads. Okay. 2024. Okay. Was it when I followed? Maybe. But yeah, my 3-year relationship ended in August, and then I had a 2-week subathon after. You didn't subathon at all last year? I think I tried to, but then I had really bad anxiety. I couldn't, so I didn't want to do the subathon. But I was going to. But I think it was September when I did a 2-week subathon. Yes. Oh, it was probably September 2024. That's when I first played the Mortuary Assistant, if anyone remembers. That's when I spilled soju on my computer, guys. That was the time. Hi, BBQ. How are you? So, Sykkuno gone you right after your breakup? No. No, 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 no. I don't want any misinformation to get out or be said. No. Me and Sykkuno were still just friends then. Okay? And I just want to point out we never dated. I just want to say that we never dated. Um that is a bro, then stop talking about it. People are going to farm and clip shit out of context. And I hope it doesn't. And that's why I was hoping that it just stays in my community. And I don't even know if I'm ready to talk about everything, but I feel like it's my responsibility to talk about it. And I think I would say, I think I am probably gonna delete the VOD after, anyways. Yeah, Soju on the PC. That is a monumental moment. Um, but I think a part of me wants to talk about it, but I'm also scared to talk about it because I know how people can twist it, especially on Twitter. But that's why I didn't want to write anything and post it on Twitter. I more so just wanted to talk about it on stream or at least like what's going on. Maybe not anything personal because I don't know if I'm ready to just so that everyone's aware, because there's a lot of you guys that don't have Twitter and no one knew what I was even talking about at the beginning. Hi, the Loveless. How are you? Start banning the lurkers in the viewers list, notters. Hi, CS. How are you? You ever ate sand? No. Guys, can I just it is unfortunate. I do love Leah, but she did raid me with a lot of. Can someone tell me how many people are watching me? I never have my viewer list open, or like my how many people are watching me. Can I just know? Are we out of my community? I just want to know how many people are here. Are we? Oh, okay. That's a lot of people. I did not know that many people were watching me. I've known an ex of his. She got harassed for years on Twitter for speaking up about how he was. Oh, I think I know who you're talking about because I also I know about her now. I didn't know about her before, but I'm not gonna say his girlfriend's or his ex's name because I don't want them to get even more harassment than they already are. So anyone, and I mean anyone who mentions his ex girlfriend's name or his girlfriend that he was with for 5 years says their name in chat, you will get timed out or banned. I do not want their names to be dropped in this chat because I do not want them to get harassed because they are already getting harassed on Twitter. Yeah, we don't say names. Whoa. Hi, Flower. How are you? I'm just talking about the Sykkuno situation. Um, Whoa. Now I feel like Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I want to say. There are a lot of people here, and I really don't want my words to get misconstrued or misinterpreted. And that's where I don't know if I actually I still was debating whether or not I wanted to tell my story, but I might leave it to another day or I might never um talk about it. Why are people harassing the people who does wrong? That's just online for you. That's just Twitter. That's just the internet. That's just the internet, man. That is just the internet. But yeah, for the long time that I knew him, 6+ years, not once did I know any of this was going on. And apparently he's been doing this well since he's been doing this for the whole time that I knew him. Apparently, from what I've heard or read, apparently he's been doing this since the time that I knew him, and I met him in 2019 or no, 2020, September 2020, and I was 19, and I've known him this whole time, and I didn't know anything that was going on in the background. And I literally just played Reenamal with him, like literally like what, a few weeks ago. Um, I'm nervous for you. Last thing I want to see is my covered stream clicked out of context and plastered on Twitter. What if you recorded your story and never shared it, so it's like a form of getting it off your chest? I could probably. Games online, gambling, nothing the same, no fun, no. Re-enamel. I mean, re-animal, sorry. Sorry, you guys know what I mean, okay? Re-animal, sorry, not re-enamel. Why do I always say re-enamel? Re-animal, sorry. Dude, I literally always say re-enamel. Like, what is wrong with me? I have an idea, but maybe share it privately. Or you'll share it privately? Wait, what do you mean? Just reminded me of my dentist appointment. Yeah, go to the dentist, man. Get your teeth cleaned. Take care of your oral health. Hi, Umbreon. Hello, hello. How are you? Yeah, I think I just reminded like 10 people in chat that they have a dentist appointment coming up. Better go to your dentist appointment, man. It's important. Your health is important. Take care of yourselves. Re-enamel. Hold on, I'm getting a headache. I actually literally couldn't even think about it or stream. Like, I didn't even think I would be able to stream until I did talk about it, because I don't think, like, yeah, people are telling me not to talk about it, but I don't think me as a person could have just went on streaming like nothing was wrong, if that makes sense. Like everything was okay, especially since I was personally affected by it too. And someone I knew for so long, turns out they were doing really, really bad stuff, you know? Like I can't get on stream and be like, hey guys, we're gonna play games today. We're gonna, like act like everything is okay when like it's affecting me. Like the last 2 days, I was having acid reflux because of my anxiety. And I take meds for that shit. Like you guys know how bad my GERD is. You guys know how bad my acid reflux is. And like when I was in Texas, I couldn't even stream for a week because of my GERD being so bad because of my anxiety. Like it manifests into like a physical issue for me, and I'm like I need to talk about this so that I am able to stream with like a less guilty conscience, if that makes sense. You know? That reminds me I need to make a dentist appointment. Oh, it's like sharing without having your name out. Oh yeah, maybe I could anonymously. You purposely read an animal so you can influence people to go to the dentist. It was kind of evident too that something was wrong even before your hiatus. That when you were offline, could just tell. Yeah, like not only this came out, but like also finding out that someone passed away in my community recently, and also finding out that, and then also dealing with someone who's just a shitty person in my community and that I had to cut off. I just really wanted to reiterate that don't be like me, guys, and be an idiot and believe and trust people when they say when they say I I say I have really bad trust issues, but then my dumbass goes and trusts very openly, and that hurts me a lot. And yeah, I said earlier, I'm not someone who goes out and bashes people for their wrongdoings against me. I am never someone who likes to do that. Like, unless they are unless they are going to harm someone else or do something bad to someone I care about or anyone I know or like know, like unless I feel like it is my obligation to tell someone that this person is a bad person, like I will. But like if they did me wrong, I very much internalize it and I don't like talking about it online. And I've never been someone who loves like I've never been someone who likes drama. Never. I hate drama. I've always hated it. I hated it in school. Um, Never like talking about it. I feel bad when I talk about people behind their back. Like, and I'm not trying to say this like, oh, I'm a good person. Like, I am not saying that. If anything, I still think I'm a terrible person. Um, like you guys know me. I have very bad self-esteem and confidence, and like me just yelling at my sister makes me feel like I'm literally scum of the earth. Like I I am not I am not tooting my own horn and saying this, making you guys or wanting you guys to think I'm a good person. I'm just human, but I also, yeah, just you're the worst. That's not your fault. I didn't like Sykkuno, but no one expected this. Yeah, it's like play Tekken on PS5 for fun, and guys play now. It's a toxic thing. Yeah, you wouldn't have known. I can get blindfolded and I could trust you. No, this is what I'm trying to say. The reason why I wanted to talk about it is like, don't be so trusting like me, guys. And I know you guys, some of you guys are, and some of you guys aren't. Some of you guys are not a complete dingus like me. Don't trust what everyone says they are, like. And I think, like, after this, I feel like I am going to be, like, I want to say I'm going to be much more closed off, which sucks. But I've even said it on stream before in the past. Like, I very much just stay within my own bubble, within my own circle. Like, I don't collab a lot. Like, you guys know me. I don't really collab a lot. I don't play with people on stream. Like, I am just doing my own thing, and I'm just playing games, man. Like, that's all I've ever wanted to do. And I think the more shit that comes out about people online, the more it makes me want to not play with others and like collab with others. And I rarely did it anyways, but it just sucks that there are some really good people out there and I just may never ever play with them or meet them because I am just too scared to make friends with people or play with people online because I don't know if they're a good person or not, which sucks. But I feel like just how blindsided I feel, like I just don't know if I could trust anyone. And also like I have like this fear, I think I have this genuine fear of friending someone and them turning out to be a terrible person. Like I think that's valid now with everything going on, but like I don't want to become friends with someone and think they're like a really good person and like even vouch for them and then them turning out being really bad, like a really bad person, because then that just I feel like I'm just a bad person being friends with them, you know? Pretty valid nowadays, yeah. Yeah. Also people who you can trust. I mean, hi Grizzly, how are you? That's what I just came into in Twitch. I want to watch fun content, meet gamers and communities. That's why I feel like I'm just gonna stay within my own little community. And like, yeah, a lot of my peers would say like, "Oh, but you want to collab and reach out to people so you can like grow." But like, I don't think I want to risk like friending the wrong people, if that makes sense. I don't know. And like my intentions and goals with streaming have never been to blow up or get big. I've always really liked my small community. I like it when I'm able to reach out. I like when it becomes personable and I can read every single comment and I can have a community and I can host movie nights and I can play games with you guys and it not be so demanding or weird, or like I mean, I don't even like the fact that there's over 100 people watching me right now is actually terrifying me, and it's made me not want to like talk anymore because like now I'm like, oh, this is going outside my bubble of people. Like, guys, there's a lot of people here and I'm sure a lot of you guys are great. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure a lot of you guys are great. Hello. But I'm just a scuff streamer. Hi Swift, how are you? No, you can stay, oh god, that's such a bad timing. No, I welcome everybody. We're a very welcoming community. It's just a little daunting right now, a little scary. Um, yeah, the thing is, you never knew. I learned the hard way. Trust people based off of their actions and not what they say. But sometimes their actions, if they are manipulative, are not their true actions or show their true intentions. And lately, I have. Oh, hi, Wit, how are you? I just wish people were just fucking honest. I'm sorry, I don't mean to swear. Rip the Nintendo sponsorship and Capcom. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry about the jokes. I don't mean to joke. Sorry. That's just my way of like coping. But I just wish that people were just fucking honest. I would rather someone be blunt with me and honest and hurt my feelings than like beat around the bush. And like, yeah, I feel like I am someone, like, I'm human and I don't like hurting people's feelings. So I too sometimes like also need to take my words and be like, just be honest. And like, yeah, I know when it comes to your feelings, it's hard to be honest to someone about your feelings because you know what, you don't want to hurt their feelings, or you don't want to be vulnerable with them and express your true feelings to them. Like, yeah, that I understand. But it's like, bro, 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 like, I just wish that people were a little bit more honest. Like, you don't have to be 100% honest, but you know, like Tars from Inception. Can we at least be Tars? Isn't he like a 92, 96% honesty rating level? Can we just be a little bit more like Tars from Inception? Like, I don't think 100% honesty is right or like good, but like maybe like 92%. Come on. You know? You know? The fact that people can't be honest and just tell people when there is a problem is ridiculous. Just be honest and say what you want. I'm a terrible person, chat. I forgot to set my dentist appointment. Hey, it's okay. You always have tomorrow, right? Have you watched Black Clover? I have, yes. People just manipulative and inauthentic and don't give a fuck about anything that's the norm to not be human no more. Man, people can kick rocks if they have an issue if you decide to talk or not about anything you want to. I'm sorry this has been on your mind and what has happened. I don't know the full story, but I'm sure you did what you thought was right and with an honest heart. These people hold no real power. They could take my number one hater spot. Like, who do they think they are? Inception. Oh, I mean Interstellar story, not Inception. Sorry, Interstellar. Holy shit, bro. My brain is just like mumble jumble. I meant Interstellar. Holy shit. Interstellar is TARS. Guys, I think you guys are delayed, by the way. Hi Shinjay, how are you? Yeah, TARS is a robot, but he also saves lives. Guys, you got. I think we're delayed again. I'm sorry. My internet is cutting out again. Guys, we've dropped over 100,000 frames. Yeah, we've dropped over 100,000 frames. Hi Matt, how are you? I'm sorry, I meant Interstellar. Dude, what a fake fan. What a fake fan I am. Hi, Op. How are you? I understand how you feel. This happened to me when I was in college. I was vulnerable to this girl and she was using me and talking bad of me. Oh, I'm sorry that happened to you. Dude, that just sucks, bro. Like, I do. It's just. That sucks. Time to be honest, I think you missed out on the authentic Resident Evil experience by not playing the classic controls. I did say that when I played the OG 1, 2, and 3, I would play classic controls, so that's probably going to be really hard, but yeah. Thanks, KT. Thanks for 25 months. Thank you. 80 TM game without service. I'll be damned if they fuck up my future Leia Bloodborne stream. Refreshed? Okay. Well, pick them up. Bro. Well, okay, sorry. I meant Interstellar. Dude, I thought I was cooking with that analogy, if you can even call that analogy. But I was completely referencing the wrong freaking movie or saying the wrong movie name when it was actually Interstellar. What a fake moviegoer I am. Hans Zimmer fan I am. Fake. When she said Inception, I was like, which Leonardo DiCaprio character is that? Bro. No, sorry, I meant Interstellar. Can we play Rivals? I actually do not have my setup with me. I think the only game I could run is TFT. And I don't even know if I could stream TFT on my setup with my frames dropping constantly. Maybe in a few years you can make your own AI streamer friends. Dude, that would make me feel so lonely. I would rather just have no friends. Who the hell is she talking about? At a certain age where I just know what right's from wrong and I'm too lazy to lie because I learned no matter what, the truth will come out. That is true. It will eventually come out, whether you want it to or not. And that's why I feel like one of the reasons why I don't talk ill about people, even if they've done ill to me, is because truly, if they are a bad person, because I feel like good people can do bad things, but if they continue to do their actions, like if they've wronged me and then continue to wrong others, I genuinely think that like the truth will come out eventually. But I also feel like it's my responsibility, depending on like their actions, on whether or not they can hurt someone else, if I should say something or not. Because I also saw, I'm not going to say names, but I also saw on Twitter that some people that are bigger creators. Hi Ace, thank you for the 21. Thank you. Thank you. I saw bigger creators make comments about knowing this was going on this whole time. Like knowing that, oh, he was a playboy, or that he was going around sleeping with other girls, or that they got weird vibes from him this whole time. And yes, I am someone who doesn't like talking ill about other people, but it's also like I wonder how many people knew and just didn't say anything, you know? And that's why I don't want to be a part of the problem and not say anything when I could help someone or save someone from not getting hurt, if that makes sense. Brother, you can barely stream just chatting without buffering. Good luck gaming. But I also can see their side of the story, that they don't want to like talk ill of someone, especially since they have so much power, and like they maybe be completely wrong or something, or like, or literally the internet just harassing them for saying something bad about a bigger creator, you know? Heart seeking relations is opening up to possibilities of finding something good. It sucks that we can also be hurt, disappointed, and burned out by the process of discovery. That is true. I have not played Super Golf yet, no. From the fact that she melted a Hello Kitty pot in the oven. That is not true. Excuse me? I never melted a Hello Kitty pot in the oven. I melted a pizza tray in the oven. Okay. But never a Hello Kitty pot. Hello? Get your facts straight, man, before you misinform the internet, okay? It was never a Hello Kitty pot, okay? It was just like a plastic cooking tray. Which I did not think was plastic. All right, it did not look plastic to me. I think we're delayed again, guys. We're effing. We are effing. Yeah, are people that said stuff years ago and didn't believe. But see, I can see why, like, now that they're coming out now, because so many people come out now, I can see why people don't, because, like, I mean, clearly we see what happens when people do. They get harassed for it, you know? Yeah, I don't know how people can keep secrets like that knowing others are being impacted. But the thing is, I can see why they didn't, because I think a lot of them didn't know to the extent, you know? Like, if they probably knew to the extent, they probably would have said something, or I hope they would. But I think a lot of us, if not all of us, did not know to the extent, you know? Like, I knew him for 6+ years and I didn't know a single goddamn thing. A Hello Kitty pizza tray? No, it's just a regular one. No, I melted just a regular, like, um, cooking tray back at our old apartment, like our basement suite. And I thought it wasn't plastic. It really didn't look like it. Hi, Sarah Strauss. How are you? But yeah, I generally didn't think it was plastic. It looked like a cooking tray that you would like bake cookies on or something. You know? I bet that wrist killing holding it up. It's actually very light. It's not. It doesn't hurt my wrist. On the maple trees in Canada with a forest fire? That is not true. You're capping. Um. Damn, my internet is just like perma red. Is it like? Should I refresh my chat? Is it me? I feel like there's a slight delay between me and chat. I'm gonna say 1 and type 1 when you hear this. Pause champ. Pause champ. It sucks they don't get believed, but when a bunch of people come out and share their story, they still don't get believed. Yeah, it sucks. Oh my god, we kind of lost the plot. I mean, I think we did need it to be a little bit more lighthearted. I don't think I'm ready to tell my story on stream, and I don't think I ever will be. I don't know, maybe I will be. Maybe one day. We never had the plot. True. Um, finish your story. I'm just like thinking like, what do I or what does anyone get out of this if I do? You know? Like I'm generally trying to think like the pros and cons. Like to me, The cons are weighing more than the pros for me because I'm so scared that if I share my story, it is gonna be bombarded with harassment, and I just don't want that. And there's already so many stories out there. It's like generally like, am I getting out of, like, yes, getting this weight off my shoulders would be very nice, but I've always been someone to kind of just like cope with what I deal with and internalize it. And I am someone who just doesn't really talk about personal stuff online. So it's very not in my like nature to talk about stuff, even if someone has wronged me. Hi, Bear. How are you? Yeah, whose badass room? This is my foster sister's room. This used to be my room. There might be speculation about your relationship if you don't finish it. Um, yeah, no, Bear, you would love this room. There's some The Last of Us. There's some Five Nights at Freddy's. There's a lot of like, I don't know. I am pet sitting though. Yeah, this used to be my room, but it's my foster sister's room now. No, but generally, guys, like, someone tell me the pros and the cons. I will say, yeah, Tupac. Hi, Luke. How are you? Um, that is a good thing though to say. Like, someone can make speculations about your relationship. VOD is nuked. You just take your time. Oh, that is true. I did say I was gonna delete the VOD. That does make me feel better. Poncho thing? No, that is just from a play that she was in. That they were in. There's only one person that's pressing to share you. No, that's okay, Baron. That's okay. Even the pros and cons, it's shit easier to share. I feel like I always think of other people though in this situation. I know this room is so cool, right? Like, I generally don't think I was gonna be able to stream until I got this off my chest because I just don't feel like how can I stream when this is on my mind, you know? But like now that I've at least talked about it somewhat, like, but I don't know. Fifi, Fifi. Oh my god, girl thinks they're gonna come home any second now. Put on the scream mask. I don't know if that's been washed or anything. No hate or like no shade, but you know. Thanks, Bear. Thank you. Let's just wait for the alarm to die down, to calm down. Eventually, she's gonna get tired, right? Like eventually, this dog is gonna run out of like bark. You know, like surely she's gonna go to sleep sometime. Oh. Well, hopefully this tires her out so that when I go to bed, she's not barking anymore. She's got the dog in her. Um, I was gonna say something though. I forgot. Oh yeah, Brave Souls did make a good point. I do want it that if I don't, have you tried giving her some bark? Yeah, she doesn't really like it. Is it a subject that needs extensive yaps? I just What happened to me is stuff that I don't usually talk about online. Um, and it's like, what will another story do? You know, like, if I say it, will it help me feel better, or you know, I don't know. But I will say though that I didn't know any of this was going on, even with me involved and me being friends with him for 6+ years. I had no idea about any of this. Um, no, I feel, oh god. it's kind of hard to close it with what I've said now because yeah, especially when I was in a relationship, me and Sykkuno were just platonically friends and we were really good friends, always just talking about games and stuff. And I just want to say that his advances were on his doing and not mine because I did think it was odd. Like, I hate saying this out loud because it makes me like when I say this to Gianna, she like physically cringes because she's like, bro, like you're so cringe. Stop talking. Like when I, it's hard for me to think people want to be friends with me because I just feel like I'm a nobody and like I don't really bring anything to the table. And I'm not saying this for you guys to feel bad. I just have really like I know I just have really bad self-esteem and confidence issues. Like I know that. Do I like saying this out loud? No. This is why I don't say that shit out loud. And I hate saying that out loud, but um yes, I do have a lot of doubts when it comes to people wanting to be my friends, you know? And so for someone to come into my DMs being as big as they are and like as influential and like, you know, uh I always did have those thoughts like, "Oh, why is he being friends with me? Why is he talking to me? Why does he want to play games with me?" You know, like that's I did have those thoughts in my head, but I just thought that was just like I know I'm like that with everybody. Like I always have these thoughts in my head whenever I'm playing games with anybody, when I'm streaming. Like I have very bad imposter syndrome, let alone like me making friends with people is very hard because I always am constantly like self-doubting myself. So like me having those thoughts towards someone who's a bigger creator wanting to be friends with me is very normal to me. So all the signs that I did see, and when I do say all the signs that I did see, it was not to the extent that everything that has come out, by the way. I'm not saying like the signs, like I didn't know anything. But like the signs, the small signs to me were nothing like what what it is now, if that makes sense, you know? That is not true, Mer. Shut up. Sorry. I didn't mean to tell you to shut up. Sorry, shush. Sorry. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say shut up. That's not true. Um um yeah, it's like Bao said, if a real male creator comes after you, run. Yeah. And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Bao got so much shit for that comment, that tweet that she said, if a bigger male creator comes to you, don't walk, run. It's crazy how I didn't fucking learn my lesson. Because I'm so trusting or so gullible. This actually happened to me years ago when I was just starting streaming. Um, this guy is nowhere to be seen anymore. He is off the face of the planet now. Good riddance. But I don't know if anyone remembers a guy named I Am Chappie. If you know, you know. Um, and he kind of did the same thing. He didn't have a girlfriend or anything, or that I know of, but he would prey on smaller girl or female, like woman creators. Um, fuck that guy. Yeah, if you know, you know. But he had a pretty high, like pretty, like he had some status in the content creation world, you know, and then he streamed for fun. But his job gave him a lot of status and a lot of connections. And are you talking shit about me? No. But this guy, I Am Chappie, was exposed for DMing a bunch of girls, especially like smaller creators, and like promising, like love bombing them and like promising to them to fly them out and yada 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 yada, all that shit, and would sleep with a lot of girls. And thankfully, yeah, you remember Chappie? Yeah, this guy also tried to do that to me. Um, and it's crazy because I actually did think he liked me at one point. And then he would say he would fly me out and shit, but like that never happened. So it never got that far. Thank God. But you would think I learned my lesson. You would think I learned my lesson. No, I didn't. So here we are. I can't believe you remember who Chappie is, Barrett. But he's off the face of this earth now. I don't know what he's doing. He was just a. He was just a creep. Just using like his power and status. And you know what is a red flag that I need to stop ignoring is when a lot of guys, especially with status and connections and power, follow a lot of smaller creators. And the ones, not just smaller creators, like specifically girls. Because Chappie was also like that. And you would think I would catch on or like no, that's a red flag, but he was just a straight weirdo. True. Hi, Deplete. How are you? Mitch Jones. I don't know too much about Mitch Jones. I'm just talking about personal experience. But yeah, it's hard for me to like read the signs when I'm like so like like insecure, which I hate saying like my inner thoughts out loud because it's so cringe. When I saw that, once I saw that you and him knew each other, I had this thought and was sus off rip. Yeah, thankfully nothing bad happened between us other than like him just getting outed for like saying that he's gonna fly out a bunch of girls and stuff. Like it only ever got that far. KT and Rilla can attest that I clocked Sykkuno as a weirdo from the beginning, and that's crazy how I didn't think so. And that's why I feel so blindsided and like backstabbed because I knew him for 6+ years. And it's crazy that a lot of the guys on Twitter are actually saying, like, oh, it's like all the guys knew, but none of the girls knew. It's hard to see the signs when they are really good at acting and hiding things. That is true. But I think it's just because I'm just very trusting when I shouldn't be, you know? Guys just have a radar. Yeah, but I generally didn't know any of this was going on except like me just having like I would constantly think like, "Oh, why does he want to be friends with me? Why does he want to play games with me?" Like it's, you know, but that's just like me just being self-conscious and insecure and be like, "You know what?" But I did notice that he did follow a lot of creators that were smaller, especially that were girls. And I thought that was a little like odd. But I also know that he has a lot of friends and like, he has a lot of connections. So I'm like, oh, like I didn't think too much of it because I was like, he's like, I just never expected him to be who he got outed to be, So I just like didn't think twice of it. That's the only time when I ever thought like, like when I stopped for a second, I was like, and I like, yeah, I was friends for him for 6+ years. Like I definitely gave him the benefit of the doubt. I was like, I mean, nothing has happened bad between us. Then, he is 34. Yes. I actually didn't even know how old he was truly. I had an idea. I had an idea of how old he was. I didn't know that he was 34. You know? It's never your fault. It's easy for people to say that they have a feeling, but the only problem here is that the guy was freaking manipulative person he knew when he targeted the people he did. Okay. I think I'm gonna share my story, but this my mods, anyone here, I want you to delete all clips and delete the VOD right when I end stream, because I had sympathy, which is crazy. But after I actually ended up talking to him after everything came out, and his reply um, really left me in a very sour spot. And I was, I don't know, expecting more remorse or something, and just not hearing that, I was like, yeah. First VOD is already gone. Okay, thank you, Cal. So yeah, you guys know, since it buffered, it is starting to buffering. Is it fine? You wanna give me dashboard access later? Okay. I well, not obviously you guys know, I've said this many times. I've known him since I was 19, since like September of 2020. Um, um, we were friends for a really long time, and for a long time, nothing bad happened between us. Yes, sometimes he would flirt to me. Did I reciprocate it? No, because I was like always in my head, like, why? Why me? You know? Like I was so insecure and self conscious, like, bro, like what? Like I'm an idiot, okay? Um he and throughout those years, yeah, he did a lot for me in terms of like getting me into a bunch of servers that I would have never gone on by myself. But I do want to say I never asked him to do that. I never, and I do have RDMs. Do I want to share them? No. But why, if with anything that I'm sharing, why would I lie about it? I have nothing to, I get nothing out of this for lying. And I just don't see a reason to lie. Um, so I just hope that, yeah, I don't have to share the DMs. But everything that he did for me, he did without me asking. I have no reason to lie. So all the times that I got onto the OTV Rust servers, he asked. I didn't ask him. He said, "Oh, would you like to play on the Rust server?" You know? So like I never once told him to send money to even ask to play games. Because in my head, me being a dumbass, I'm like, I no one, like, he wouldn't want to play games with me. And I just always assumed that he was just really busy and he has a lot of friends. Like, uh, and a lot of times we would say we'd play games together and then we wouldn't play games together. So, like, I didn't expect a lot, you know? Like, I wasn't expecting anything, actually. I just want to reiterate that. I wasn't expecting anything. Like, we were just friends. And the times that we did play games, those were like times that either happened on a whim or it would take months to play because like he was always busy or doing something else, you know? But the times that we did play games, he would ask. He would go out of his way to ask if I wanted to play. I never asked anything of him. I didn't ask for money. I didn't ask to play games. Yes, did I like appreciate it, and like I was like, yes, I was very appreciative, and I was like, wow, like he wants to play games with me. He wants me to play on the Rust server with him, on the Pokemon server with him. Like he even like joined a couple of our Minecraft servers. You guys remember this? He played Peak with us. Um, he played Phasmo. He played Valorant. Like a lot of you guys played games with him. Um, because he would want to play. Um, I carried that guy? In what game? Oh yeah, in Peak, right? Um Yeah, Peak, I remember. Hi Hectic, how are you? Um, and I feel so bad talking about this right now because feel like I'm shit talking him. And I know that's so stupid of me to think, but like I genuinely feel like such a shitty person right now because I'm sharing this. But I think I feel better because I don't know. I don't know. But so like I was like, how did Leia get on the Rust server? Guess it was Sykkuno's work. Yes. Anytime that I was invited to the stuff was of his doing, not because I asked. So I just want to make that clear. I never asked anything of him or anything like from him. It was all just him giving it to me, you know? Guys, I did mention that my monitors were all gifted, and yes, Trev did gift me my recent monitor. Okay, but the other two monitors, which also Trev, you're the goat, thank you. But the other two monitors that I did get when I moved back here were from Sykkuno. He did send me money um, for those monitors, but not once did I ask for money. Not once. I never asked him to send me money. I just woke up one day and I had a message and he said, I hope that's enough for your monitors. And I said, what the hell? That's too much money. I can't. And he said, no, it's okay. Don't worry. Like, yeah. So I just want to reiterate, not once did I ever ask anything from him. Okay. And yes, it's all in the DMs. Um, I also never sent him explicit photos, okay? Um or like sexted. I know some girls were in that regard. I never did sext or sent him explicit photos. Especially when I was in a relationship. I mean like at all. I never did. See the real thing is that I said the real thing because I know bitch friend. But some girls did experience that. But I think well, I obviously did probably at one point found him cute. And I think that definitely clouded my judgment too. Because I'm like, this guy is showering me with money and gifts and stuff that I never asked for. And I think I did have a crush on him at one point, or liked him, but I never knew it was gonna. I knew. Sorry, I knew it was never gonna happen. Yes, because he's so much older than me. So I just want to say, even though I may have liked him and had a crush on him, one, I never voiced it. I never told him. I never did any of that because one, I knew he was older than me. And I just me being insecure, I'm like, this guy would never like me. I'm not saying that in like a I don't know, like a pick me behavior. I just genuinely am like, no, like like I don't want to sound like come off that way, but like I'm just fucking insecure. So I just was like, yeah, he'd never seen me like this. He's never gonna see me like that, and I am okay with that because I also know that he's older than me, and that it's just like, oh, I just think he's good looking. Like I just think he's cute. That's it. But not once did I ever ask for anything, or tell him about that, or you know, um, share anything explicit or anything like that. Okay, is this all making sense? Is this all coming off right, guys? Like, can you guys just keep me in check? Like, does this sound okay? Like, I know this is my story, but like, I am so bad with my words. So, like, okay. Because this is when it gets bad. And someone could totally back me up on this experience because they were there with me. I went to Evo Las Vegas alone, but I wasn't alone. I shared a hotel room with Sykkuno. But I didn't know that he had other intentions. Um, and I didn't ask him to share a room with me. I just simply asked him, "Hey, are you going to Evil Las Vegas?" He said yes. And I said, "Oh, I'm trying to go this year. I'm looking at hotels and everything's so expensive. Do you pretty much have like any recommendations?" Like, I know he lives in Las Vegas. And he said, "Oh, you're planning on coming. I actually have room if you just want to like room with me." And I said, and I at first was not against it. I was like, "Are you sure?" Like, "No, I don't want to intrude. Like, I don't mind getting my own hotel and all this." Like, I was insistent on being like, "Oh no, it's fine." And then he said, "No, no, no, like I have extra room. I already paid for it." And I even asked him, I'm like, "Are you rooming with a group or with friends?" And he said, "No, but there's two beds, so like you'll get your own bed." Like I yeah. So I took his offer. Being a dumbass, I took his offer. But I did later. I even offered to pay him back. I said, "How much should I save up for accommodations?" And he said, "Oh, no. No, no, no. You don't have to pay me back. Like, I already have room for the hotel. You don't have to pay me back." Um, so, yeah, I shared a room with Sykkuno um, at Evo Las Vegas. And we had plans to watch a movie together. We had plans to watch a horror movie together, Until Dawn. That movie's ass. Actually, I didn't even get to finish it, but that movie's ass. He has a hotel even though he lives in Vegas. Yes. We were watching the movie, and he started to get very angsty or something. I don't know how to explain it, but he pretty much tried to make a move on me, and I was fully trying to say like I'm just here to watch the movie. Like, I'm just here to watch the movie. Um but me being a dumbass and not being very like, what's the word? Uh Very strong in like mentally, not physically. I mean um uh maybe this is a people pleaser in me, but and maybe, I don't know, benefit the doubt, or because I still thought he was cute, or I don't know. He tried to make a move on me, resolute. I don't know, but he made a move on me. It did take like 30 minutes. Um, wow, I don't want to share that. I don't like sharing this on. This is like so personal. Like, I don't talk about my intimate life at all. But I don't sleep with anyone that I'm not dating. Um, and it didn't happen that night. I didn't want it to happen. So instead, I just gave him oral. Okay? I just And then when he fell asleep, I got out of bed and I just ate a banana and I was just staring out the window. I was dissociating. I think I was straight up just dissociating. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? What just happened? And then in the morning, I barely slept that night. Um, then in the morning, um, he didn't really want to talk about it. And I was just kind of trying to open it up and talk to him about like what happened, and then we were gonna talk about it, I don't know, later or something. I don't know, but I can't remember. But he ends up hugging me. Uh, but then pushes me onto the bed from the hug. And we end up having sex. And I didn't have it in me to tell him to stop. So I just let it happen. Um, and while this was happening, while we were doing it, I always wear protection, and I only sleep with people I'm in a relationship with. So I'm not used to one night stands or anything like that. But we were not using protection, and I'm legally hard of hearing, if you guys don't know already. But in the heat of the moment, he asked me if it was safe, and I didn't hear him, but I just said, and he finished inside of me, and then that was it. And then um, we just laid there for a little bit, and then I brought it up. I asked him straight up, when was your last relationship, and do you sleep around often? Like, is this normal for you? Because I told him straight up, I do not date with people. I do not sleep with people I do not date. I do not sleep with people that I do not date. That is just a moral of mine. I find it very intimate with whoever. So, and I don't actually have. I've only slept with I've only ever slept with 3 people. Well, 4 now, but I've only been in 3 relationships. So it was very new to me. I've never had a one night stand or anything like that. So I asked him, I'm like, is this normal for you? Like, do you sleep around a lot? And he said, no, he was being around the bush the whole time that I was asking these questions, by the way. I'm like, then why did you sleep with me? And he said, oh, it just, giving me really half-ass answers, you know? Like, oh, it just, I've known you for a while, and I know you're very sweet, and, you look nice. And then I asked him this question, and I said, when was your last relationship? And he said 3 years ago. So in my head, it's crazy that's why I feel so blindsided and backstabbed, because I asked these questions and they ended up being complete lies. So when I really felt blindsided and backstabbed by all the information that was coming out, I really was, because I asked those 2 questions, like if he was in a relationship, or like when his last relationship was, and if he sleeps around, and he told me no, and 3 years ago. And after that, I went on about my day, and then I ended up running into someone I'm very close with, and they offered me to stay in their hotel room because I didn't feel comfortable sleeping in mine. So I ended up sleeping at my friend's hotel room for the next 2 nights. And you guys can even see on Twitter, if you guys look at my Evo outfits, the first outfit is in a very different hotel room than the other 2, and that's because I ended up moving to another hotel. The first one is in the one that I'm with Sykkuno. And I ended up sleeping in the hotel that me and Sykkuno had on the last night, because he ended up checking out early and sleeping at his house. So that was the only time I saw him. We ran into each other a couple of more times at Evo, but we didn't really say anything, and he didn't really want to talk about what happened. And then I struggled with this for a while, and I had someone in my life be there for me and kind of try to help me through this. And my dumbass tried talking about it with Sykkuno later, trying to like understand what happened because it's not something I'm used to. And he pretty much beat around the bush the whole time. Um and then he would say things like, "Oh, I'm confused. I just wanted to know what you felt about that." And I said, "No, I want to know what you felt about this because I already told you how I felt." And yeah, he said he was sorry that he made me he was sorry that he gave me that impression and that he would want to reconcile. And me being the dumbass I am, still wanted to be friends with him for some reason. So I did, and that's why we still played games. And then I ended up seeing him at TwitchCon at the Riot Party, and we actually talked in person for the first time since. And he actually brought that part up and said like he was sorry and stuff, and that he was sorry for giving me the impression. So I really thought he was, you know, honestly sorry, and I accepted it. And I thought I was the only one because I literally straight up asked him if he sleeps around, and he said no. So sorry, I thought I was the only one. Did I think we were going to be in a relationship? No. He's I knew how much older he was than me, and I was like, why would he want to be in a relationship with someone much younger? So I didn't really think that, you know, it was going to go anywhere. So yeah, I just said I think it's fine. Like we'll just reconcile as friends. And that's that. And then everything, I am leaving details out, but I just want to get this story over with. Um but um I, he messaged me when we were actually had plans on playing together the day everything came out. Or like we were planning on, not the day, we were planning on playing the TFT box boot camp together. We were planning on playing TFT together. And then he messaged me that morning with everything coming out and said, "Sorry, I have a lot going on." And then I said, "Yeah, I saw everything on Twitter. Is it true?" And this is the only thing I will read from our DMs. I said, well, he said the day of, "Also, I'm sorry, I'm going through a lot." And I said, "Yeah, I just saw on Twitter." He said, "Do you want to talk for a second?" I said, "I don't really know. I'm still processing everything. I feel overwhelmed and honestly really hurt, like I've been backstabbed. We've known each other for over 6 years, and I genuinely thought our friendship was real and that we were reconciling." He said, "You don't have to. I'm sorry. I just wanted to explain. It's not as simple as you would see it, but I understand." I said, "I don't know if I can get into a call with you right now, but I would like to hear your side and give your time to explain." He said, "Okay, thank you." And I said, "Sorry, I have a lot to do today." This is literally the day that the night that I had to pack and get my kids ready to come here. Did I do any of that? No. Um, I said, "Sorry, I have a lot to do today before I leave, so I won't have time to call." But and I honestly didn't feel comfortable calling him. And I said, "If I could have just have some explanation to ease my mind, that would be nice." And he said, "That's okay. I can give you the short version. To be honest, I was in a bad relationship for a long time. We hadn't like spent time together, slept together, anything for several years. But she relied on me for a place to live, and I paid for everything for her, and I still cared. So I didn't break up. I should have. I generally think you're amazing, and none of that was fake. I can talk more later, but I haven't made sure she will be. I can talk more later, but I've already made sure she will be okay." He's talking about his girlfriend. I said, "I can sympathize with you a little, as I was in a similar relationship as you before, so I know it can be hard to break things off since you don't want to hurt their feelings, knowing you're fully supporting them too. But that doesn't excuse your actions to go behind your girlfriend's back and cheat on her. I know you know this now, but you should have had the decency to end your relationship with her before talking and sleeping with other girls. It's hard for me to believe if any of it was genuine, as you were talking to multiple girls at the same time and doing the exact same thing to them as you did to me. I remember I even asked you whether you slept around with other people often after we did it, and when your last relationship was, and you said no, and your last relationship was 3 years ago. You lied to me. He said, "You are right. I'm not saying an excuse. I was just sharing how I got there. I'm sorry if you don't believe me. That's understandable. Thank you for at least listening to me a little." And then I said, "I'm not saying that I don't believe you, but why weren't you just honest with me?" And he never replied. So, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Um, and I think that's where the sympathy came from, because I was in a similar relationship where we lost intimacy in the last little bit of our relationship, but nowhere did he never cheated on me, and he broke up with me before going and seeing other girls and like fully relying. So like I also was in a similar relationship to him, so I could sympathize with him. But like if you're emotionally, disconnected from the relationship, like there is still no right to cheat or excuse to cheat. And that was the only sympathy I had for him. But I still thought it was very wrong, and I even told him that he should have had the decency to cheat or not to cheat on his girlfriend and break up with her first. Um, and I'm at least, yeah. My relationship was, I was with someone for 15 months. I didn't sleep with anyone behind their back, even when it was bad. Let's be real, loss of intimacy is not a fucking excuse to go and cheat with multiple women all the time. Yeah. What he wanted didn't hire, he would bring on small female streamers because he knows his status. And that's why I was so scared to share my story, because I see so many girls just saying they're like sharing their stories, and then everyone just saying, okay, he's just a serial cheater. That's all it is. Yeah, he's a serial cheater, but he used his status, his powers. He gave people, like girls, money. He preyed on small female streamers, a lot of them being really young, like 19, 20. I mean, we met when I was 19. I mean, nothing happened until like within the last 2 years. Um, hi, Fro. Sad because I thought, oh damn, she knows Psych. That's dope. When I first saw them playing together, people fucking suck. And it's crazy. The reason why I felt so blindsided and hurt by this is because for a long time, it was me and Sykkuno were actually just really good friends. Like nothing bad happened until the last 2 years of our friendship. And when I asked those questions, if he was in a relationship and whether he sleeps around a lot, and him telling me his last relationship was 3 years ago and no, he doesn't sleep around, he told me that to my face after we did it. Was I expecting anything like a relationship? No. But to think like, and I believed him. And I said, okay. But always after that incident, I was always like, there was a lot of unanswered questions, and I was very confused by it all. Yeah. I honestly feel worse sharing. I don't know why. I don't like sharing my personal life and experience online, and I still feel somehow I'm talking shit. Like I'm airing out business and drama, and I hate drama in business. So yeah, I actually kind of feel like shit right now. But I think down the line I'll feel better, but I feel very exposed. Yeah. Until they get to the point that they can't break out, it's gonna be ever. Did you ask why he didn't want to date? Um, Did I ask him why he didn't want to date me? Um no, not really, but I knew he didn't want to have kids, and we did ask intimate questions like that like after we did it, but yeah, yeah. Um I spend my life with anyone publicly? Yeah. So the fact that I just shared this all with you guys is kind of crazy. Um and like if you guys like I don't think I need to share my proof or like show proof. I have nothing no reason to lie about it. Like this is such a weird thing to lie about. If anything, if I'm sharing this, I feel like I'm just going to get more hate and harassment if this does get out like publicly. Um but you guys could clearly go snooping around on my VODs and my tweets, and you guys could probably connect the dots. I mean, literally in the Evo pictures of my outfits, the first outfit photo is in a completely different hotel than the other two, because I'm literally staying at my friend's hotel. Um, I remember you feeling out of blue one Evo day. Yeah, and it's crazy because I've never been to Evo before. You said 2 years ago. Evo happened last August, if that's what you're asking. So yeah, the August that just passed, or no, when did the Evo happen? When did Evo happen? Um, yeah, 8 months ago. So this is pretty recent. Um, and it's crazy because I remember Bear and Jenna telling me, "Oh, be careful." Bear and Jenna were the only ones that knew that I would be sharing a hotel with him, and they told me like, "Be careful," like be careful. And guess what? My dumbass was like, "No, I know him. Like, I've known him for 6 years. Like, we're just friends. Like, nothing's gonna happen." They warned me. And it's crazy because after that all happened that morning of, I remember calling Jenna on the phone and crying for like 2 hours, telling her how disgusting I felt and how I blamed myself. I was like, I feel so disgusted and what's the word? I don't even know. But yeah, I remember crying to Gianna about it. I actually literally like yeah, I was dissociating that whole trip and then avoiding him, and then yeah, and with the news coming out, I think with the news coming out, I had that same feeling. Not only did I find out that I wasn't the only one, and I'm not saying like, oh, I'm the only one like that was with him. Like I don't care about that. I mean like he slept with so many other people, and I remember when all the news came out, I didn't want to cry in front of Gianna. So when she left to the gym, I started bawling my eyes out. I was very overwhelmed, overstimulated. I had so much shit to do that day, and then all this coming out. I remember calling my therapist, just crying and telling her about everything. And I didn't tell her about this because I was so ashamed. That's what I felt. I was so ashamed and disgusted of myself that I let that happen. And then I remember like she was like, "Do you feel disgusted like because you didn't have control of your body, like you were in control, and now finding out that he slept with multiple girls, like I had never got tested. The only thing I did is I went and got plan B by myself after we did it because I was like, no way in hell. I've never slept without protection. So I went and got Plan B all by myself, paid for it and everything. Which I mean, I don't give a fuck. Like, I would, I wanted to be safe or as safe as I could be. But never in my mind did I think that I would have to get tested. And I feel like now I want to get tested because now I'm scared that what if I have something and I don't know. So yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really know how to end this. It's pretty heavy topic, I guess. So I missed some messages in chat, and I don't think I'll see them if I delete the VOD. Um, I feel like I won't be able to read some of these messages out loud because I will cry, and I'm surprised that I did not cry. So I want to keep it that way. So yeah. If I see this bum ass IRL, I remember yeah, it's good for anybody that's active to get tested. That is true. I remember when the news came out, I DM'd it to Bear, Gianna, and then like Vince and Marie because they're the only ones that know about this. And all of them were like, dude, if I see him, man, but I don't want any harm. I know what he did was really shitty, and like some, I don't know. Even with all this saying, I don't want anyone to get harassed or hurt or, you know, yeah. Yeah, can you just unpublish the VOD, Callum, so I can read the chat? Um, who wants to take a trip to Vegas? Oh, that was another thing. I was gonna say, it's crazy because out of that trip, you know the saying that everyone says, what stays in Vegas or what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? I took that to heart. I didn't think that was a literal meaning. That was unpublished. Just keep it unpublished. But yeah, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Yeah. That quote, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, well, it did to me. Because I was never going to share that ever. So, thanks, Beast. Thank you, thank you. Oh, it is unpublished already? Okay. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Callum. But yeah, it's crazy how everyone says that they always got a bad vibe from him, and for the 6 years that I knew him, like I never did. So if I seem more closed off or less open, it's different when you're in the situation. I guess that's true. Like I was his friend for 6 years, but I think with what do you think his was his motivation? 6 years friendship, and then that's what I don't understand. There are just some questions that I'll just never have answers to. Why ruin a 6 year friendship? I don't know. Was it always his motivation or his what's it called, intentions? I don't know. I genuinely thought we were friends, and it's crazy that even after that happened in Evo, I still thought that maybe we could reconcile and be friends. But I don't think I could be friends with that kind of person. Yeah. But I think yes, I'll probably be more closed off in terms of who I friend with or who I become friends with. But I also think that I've always been someone that's not very open, or like I use my voice, because I don't really think I have a loud voice, and I mean in terms of like speaking out about things. And I think, yeah, this might scare sponsorships away and shit, but like I think when everything came out, I made an oath to myself that, knowing that it happened to me because I didn't know what was going on, I made an oath to myself that if I see anything bad happen behind the scenes, I'm going to say something. I made an oath to myself. I swore if I'm going to be a streamer, if I'm going to be a content creator, if I'm going to have a community, if I'm going to have a space, if I'm going to have a, I have to use my voice. Because I hate people just getting used and hurt. And I'm so done with, like, I don't know. I know everyone has a reason not speaking out. I mean, I didn't even want to speak out about it. Like, I was going to literally bury this to the grave with me. So, like, yeah, am I being hypocritical right now? Yeah. Because I was going to bury that with the grave, like, bury that in the grave, or to the grave with me. But, like, yeah. Use it against your sponsors you don't want to support. That is true. And probably a lot less people are going to want to be friends with me, but that's okay. Because it's okay. I have you guys. I don't want to cry. Only when I talk about you guys do I cry. But I will try to be a good role model. Fuck, I didn't want to cry. I went so long without crying. But yeah, I'd be a good role model for you guys. Hopefully, I'll try not to let you guys down. Yes. Thanks, Ayin. And it sucks too because I know. Sorry, I forgot my little marshmallow mic. I know that I'm not the best at talking about things that are hard. Like, Gianna's usually the one that does it. Like, she's usually the one that ends up with dealing with all the weird people that come into our chat. But I need to stop letting these people have somewhat of a platform to operate on, because it ain't happening here. I'm so done with people pretending to be nice with ill intentions, or using me or my community or anyone's nice, you know? Sorry, I'm literally blowing my nose into the mic. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to learn. Yeah, we gotta live by passwords. Yeah, surely by the second time I'll understand. I definitely have to learn my boundaries though. Also, I hope none of you guys take it to heart, but I know, like, the one thing is, having a smaller community, it is more personable, and I do generally appreciate our, like, friendship we have. But I know some people get parasocial, and if I do take a step back from being as open in DMs, or and you know, like, any of that sort, nothing like create like explicit or anything, like, I'm not like that at all. But if I'm just a little bit more hesitant, or more closed off in the DMs, I do generally love talking to you guys, but I think I just can't trust a lot of people anymore, and I'm scared to trust people. We'll keep it just strictly community nights and times. So yeah, we got the server for that. Yeah. And sometimes, and I feel bad, like, oh my god, Momo. Sorry. Momo scared me. She's literally rummaging through my freaking luggage right now. Thinking it's like a freaking playpen. Momo. Sorry. Um, only be filled with games on Steam. I don't mind DMs. I really don't, as long as they're not weird. You know. But your power is taking ownership of the story. The shame isn't yours. Thank you. Just time me out. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Haru. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Thank you. Boundaries are healthy. Please don't feel bad for setting them. You're doing great. Thank you, Sarah Ross. Thank you. Thank you. I joked the other day and made like a parasocial joke. No, no, no. I can see. I like to think that I have a good judge of character, but clearly not. But I think I know when people are joking. But I think my judge of character is a little well, that might be my fault. Um yeah, for real, I just want to play and watch games, man. Right? Like I just want to play fucking games, man. That's the whole reason why I started streaming. I had no friends. I was in a relationship at the time in high school that didn't want me to play video games, so I literally had to hide it from him. So like, it was my escape. So you said those are the people to watch out for. True. At least in another community I mod for, if someone wants to message the streamer, they go through me or another mod first. Yeah, but I don't. Okay. If the stream ends, Momo's just pressing buttons. Hi Shay, how are you? This is a bread slice. Momo, I need to see the chat. Okay, don't say that don't show your bum hole, Momo. Momo, Momo, what are you doing? You just closed everything. You want to say something? Meow. Say hi. What? You want to say something to chat? You want to? This is her bread cone. You know? Hi. Okay, she just licking my fingers, I guess. This is a mic. Yeah. You want bum scratches? She's showing her starfish on the cam. It's crazy. And then Poe has one. Oh, there's my son. Wants to show her Nutella. Yeah, honestly, my cats have done so much for me and they don't even know it. I think, yes, your guys' bills were expensive, but I don't think I wouldn't know what to do without them. It's crazy how like emotionally dependent I become to them. Like when I have no one to talk to, they're just there, keeping me company, giving me hugs and kisses. And I remember when I was crying when it all came out, and like I was the only one in my apartment. They were playing, and before I didn't know what to do, I was like, should I didn't have a scheduled date with my therapist, so I was just crying, and Poe and Momo came and just like laid on me and were giving me kisses and stuff. So yeah, you guys are the bestest kitties in the world. Yes, yes. Yeah, they've done so much for you, and how do you repay them? GG balls and uterus. Yep. Just so they don't make babies. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You have a lot of good people in your circle if you need to talk to you. See, that's the thing. I'm really bad at talking to people when I have something going on. I internalize my problems a lot because I don't like being a nuance or like a problem to other people. I think Gianna gets the worst of it. But then she gets sick and tired of my bullshit because she knows I'm a dumbass and I keep letting bad things happen to me. And she's like, when the fuck are you gonna learn? Hopefully this is the last time. No, I don't think they ever think I'm a bother, but I feel like I'm a bother. Oh, nuisance, sorry, not nuance. Nuisance, sorry. The rest of it too, I think that's normal. Yeah. She literally gets so sick and tired of my bullshit. She's like, bro. You know what's crazy? When this was all happening, Gianna didn't say a single word to me because she doesn't really know. She's not good with words, and she knows, like, obviously she knew what happened between me and him. She was the first to know. She didn't know how to, like, console me. And so she would just talk about the most randomest shit. And then, like, I was so quiet that day. I didn't want to, like, I was so, I was just dissociating. And then she's like, she like comes to my room. She's like, hey, you want to go thrifting with me? And I said, I know what you're doing, bro. And she's like, bro, you know I'm not good with words. That's really the only thing she said to me, but she knew. But she went and thrifted, It's like we were FaceTiming, yeah. What are you saying? I'm exposing you. Oh my god, Mom, are you okay? Don't show your bumhole, please. Just being a bro instead of a sis? Yeah, well, Gianna doesn't really, like, know how to console people when they're, like, crying or something. Or down in the dumps. What did you say? Oh, I said when, like, everything came out, your way of consoling me was asking if I wanted to go thrifting with you. This one stream was getting a bit too much for me. Huh? Sometimes you just gotta distract yourself or change the topic. True. No, I know what she was asking, in emotional support. Yeah. Yeah. My head hurts. Then a sister, yeah. She was supporting the way she knew how. Yeah, I know she was. That's why I outed her. I was like, I know what you're trying to do. Want to throw rocks at the river? Want to go play a game? You know what she did too? Sorry, the camera's going crazy. She's like, she does that stupid ass meme that is like stuck in my head now. She's like, come on. It's a surprise. Like, bro. Come on. She's always like, come on. You want to go? She's like, come thrifting with me. Come on. It's a surprise. Bro. I am going through it right now, and that's what you're trying to say to me? And, like, I can't help but, like, obviously it was good because I was laughing. I was like, bro, you're a fucking idiot. But not the voice I want in the trenches, right? Come on. She does the fucking finger too. She's like, it's a surprise. It's a surprise. I'm like, why are you going thrifting? It's a surprise. Come on. What the fuck are you saying now? Nothing. Yeah. Her face while you talk, 10-10. Yeah. Probably I needed that laugh. Oh, hi, Paul. You want to say hi too now? Mm-hmm. Yep. Paul, they want to see you. Come here. Paul, come here. Why are you sniffing on the ground? Paul, come here. Come here. He doesn't want to say hi. Paul, come. Come here. Buddy. Hold on. Let me put my mic down. Come here. Oh. Well, he just laid his ass down on the floor because he thinks I'm going to give him belly rubs. Hello! You want belly rubs? Okay. And we're back down. Okay. They want to see you. Will you get back up? Yeah? He's going to hate me, but I'm going to pick him up. This was my room, but it's not my room anymore. So. Oh, Paul, come here. Oh. Okay, you can go. That's my son. Sorry, I don't know why I got real bright. Ew, why do you lick my foot, weirdo? You're not my son. Go away. I'm just kidding. What the heck are you doing, buddy? You're my son. He looks so pissed. Well, I picked him up from laying on the ground because he wants belly rubs. So he's a little mad about that. He does. Okay. He always wants neck rubs, and then he starts flopping on the floor like a fish. Like, you're so weird. Just stay still so I can give you neck scratches, man. Like, why do you always gotta move around like you're a fish on land? I don't know how to explain it, but this guy always wants like neck scratchies, and then I give them to him, and then he's like laying around and like rolling all over the place, and I'm like, buddy, I can't give you neck scratchies if you're gonna move all over the place. No. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you for all the follows and all that stuff. I didn't have alerts up. I'll try to have my stream not be so scuffed while I'm here. Maybe see if there's an Ethernet somewhere. I had to mute your sister. Her stem is breaking. But yeah, I don't really know how to end. So yeah. Can you wear 3 of Hearts outfit? No, it's not mine. I would feel bad. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you. I feel like it's like a costume to a play. I don't know. That is a Mori on the wall. They made it out of the beads, this was my childhood room, but these are not my decorations. But yeah, I'm gonna end. I look like a mess. I feel like a mess. I don't really know how to end a pretty. Well, this stream is not gonna be published for obvious reasons, but I appreciate you guys. Sorry I'm so awkward, but I feel very exposed. I hope. Yeah, my therapist did say that I think Japan is gonna be like a really good reset. Like, I feel so burnt out right now, and then with everything going on, she's like, don't feel bad if you're not like consistent with streaming. Like, just have fun in Japan and just stream whenever, and then June will be my comeback, hopefully. So expect a comeback, guys. Surely, smooge. But thank you guys for all the sweet messages. I may have not read them out loud, but I did see a lot of them. I appreciate you guys. Yeah. I'm heading out on the 28th for Japan. I'm back home, back at my apartment on the 22nd, so I will stream before I go to Japan. I'm also in the Box Box Boot Camp, so expect a lot of TFT. I sent you a game? No, you didn't have to. Okay. I did, yeah, I restarted the stream, so. But yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks for listening and being very supporting and kind, even though it took me like 3 hours or however long. I'm not reading. Why is it always fucking Xerox? Sorry. I'm gonna end stream before I cry again. But it's always fucking Xerox's message that just like fucking makes me cry. Thank you. Shut up. Shut up. Sorry. Sorry. I don't know what to do when people give me affection and give me compliments. I start telling people to shut up. We're working on that, guys. We're working on our boundaries and yeah. Thank you for being a good role model. I don't feel like it, but I'm gonna try. Yeah. Maybe for Lee Kiwi, maybe. But yeah. Thanks, guys. Thank you. She didn't apologize for saying shut up. No, don't drop subs. There's a reason why I didn't have alerts on. Thank you, guys. I will definitely stream before Japan. Don't worry, and I will stream in Japan. I have the Box Box Boot Camp. Thank you, Pluto. I appreciate it. I will see you guys whenever I stream next. But yeah, bye, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, June, come back, guys. That's when I'm gonna play all the games, surely. Thanks, guys. Bye. I love you guys. Thank you. I'm gonna end stream now. Rays are crying.